Welcome back, everyone. My next guest is here with tips to make everyone's upcoming holiday travel fun and easy. So please welcome the editor-in-chief of Jetsetter.com, Kate Maxwell. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good. It's always a
Great to see you. So you brought a little quiz for me, I understand. Okay, now I don't get these questions in advance, so if this is embarrassing for me, just hang tight. What's the first question?
Well, I mean, this is the holiday season. It's the busiest time of the year to travel, so we want to make sure you're prepared, Nate. So
okay.
My first question is, which of the following food items are you allowed to bring on the plane? Are you allowed to bring through security?
Okay.
Number 1, cranberry sauce.
Okay.
Number 2, salsa. Number 3, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Correct.
Is that right?
This before.
I'm just saying, I'm one of those, I'm like a George Clooney traveler. Like, you want to stand behind me in line because I'm so prepared in the security line. My shoes come off, everything comes off, I would never. But you have some other tips on what you can bring.
Exactly. You can actually, this year, you can bring wrapped presents.
Really?
But I wouldn't actually advise you to bring wrapped presents. I would advise to wrap when you get there, or even send them in advance, because if the TSA doesn't like the look of one of your gifts, they will make you unwrap it. That's Another tip is, you mentioned taking off shoes. This year, kids under 12 don't have to take them off for security. You can just feel every mother here kind of breathing a sigh of relief. So that's great.
Right.
And another tip, if you want to rack up some free flights and you're not in a hurry to get to your destination, turn up at the airport 2 hours early and immediately offer to be bumped. Volunteer. So then you'll be bumped to a later flight and they will offer you some credit. So they'll say $200 and you'll say no.
Really? It's a negotiation.
Negotiate until it goes up to maybe $400 or a free flight, and that's a great way to get a free flight.
That's a great tip. All right, what's the next question on our quiz?
Okay, so now we're talking about what's the best place to spend New Year. I'm a little bit biased. I live in New York City. It's New York. However, it's expensive to stay in Manhattan over New Year's Eve.
It is.
How much do you think a 5-star hotel, on average, costs in Manhattan over New Year?
I'm going to say $800 a night.
You are very close. You're very close. It's $888, actually, on average.
That is
It's a lot of money.
It
but
is.
All is not lost. If you're determined to spend a year in New York, go over the water, cross the East River to Brooklyn, where the average hotel price is $320 a night.
Someone's clapping for Brooklyn. I love that. See it for Brooklyn!
Woo!
I love this. So that's really, or if you're coming to visit New York City, check out the hotels in Brooklyn.
Really great hotels in Brooklyn,
And Brooklyn is cool.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
So cool.
All right, so give us another question.
Okay, well, we haven't finished on Brooklyn yet. I want to tell you about restaurants and things.
Fine. Okay,
There's
great.
so many
Let's talk
great
about
places to go to in Brooklyn. It's really enjoying a bit of a foodie moment at the moment, so make sure you check out Maison Premiere in Williamsburg for oysters and Buttermilk Channel for Southern fried chicken.
Yum.
Okay, so our last question. Okay. We're talking about the biggest travel trend for 2012. It's booking a vacation home. This is instead of a hotel. So Jetsetter.com launched homes this September. We have homes vary from apartments in Paris to ski lodges in Vail to your classic Caribbean villa. And I think we've got some pictures of one of our villas. It's in St. Martin in the Caribbean.
We do, actually. Take a look at this, everybody. This is a house that you can rent on Jetsetter.com. I mean, yeah.
It's pretty gorgeous,
Let's
isn't it?
go.
Okay, it's got 4 bedrooms, it's got 4 bathrooms, it's got a heated swimming pool, it's got a room with a telescope so you can look at the stars. How much do you reckon this is per person per night?
Per person per night? Well, if you're spending $888 to spend New Year's Eve in an average hotel room in New York City, I'm going to say that's got to be at least $600 per person per night.
It's $125. Yeah.
What?
$125
for how many people?
Well, it sleeps 8 people.
It sleeps 8 people.
Yeah, so that's per person. So booking a home can actually be really, really affordable. And there's so many perks.
That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Especially if you're traveling with a group. That's
with
a great idea.
With your family, you know, you get your own kitchen so you can save on restaurants. You have your own pool. You don't need to share it with lots of screaming children.
Right. You can just have your own screaming children.
Bring your own screaming children instead, because we like those more. Exactly. So we have over 200 homes on the website. We also have great hotels at discount prices and travel planning advice and all sorts of things. So check it out.
Kate, thank you. Jetsetter.com is so cool. I love it, personally. I wanted all of you to experience it with all of Kate's tips. And Jetsetter said, why not? So they're going to give all of you in the audience today $750 to spend on their featured vacation homes around the world. You just made everybody really happy for the holidays. Kate, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Up next, our last-minute gift guide. We'll be right back, everybody.